actually a lot of similar cards to the last reading I just did. The overall energy for the month is the Page of Cups, so you are not bringing forth messages with respect to love, at least not emotional ones. Central energy. This could also be due to the Mercury retrograde that's starting kind of in the middle. We have eclipse, and then there's Mercury retrograde, and then there's another eclipse. They're both in the sign of Leo. This is kind of, I think it's like 50 or 60 years since we've had two eclipses in the same sign with a Mercury retrograde and all these other signs in a fire sign, Leo. So what this is talking about is like very direct, quick decisions that are going to impact your life for the better moving forward. So just get ready, because especially if you have Leo in your chart, whatever area you have Leo, like rising, moon, Venus, Mars, if you have Leo in your natal chart, you're going to really be impacted. Everybody is, but Leos especially. Okay, central energy, Four of Pentacles. So you're really holding back, okay? You might be working on saving money. You might also have a lot of boundaries up. The reason why I say that you might have a lot of boundaries up is because, one, you're not in the mindset to do a lot of communicating with respect to emotions in your love life. If you have a partner, they might need more communication from you. If you don't, and you're trying to date or you're trying to get interested in somebody or something, you're not communicating. And it's because you have your boundaries up, which is a good thing, but you might be a little too closed off, especially since Pisces, you're a water sign, so you run in that area of emotions. Like, you need to feel your emotions, and you also need to communicate them. You're being super closed off. Maybe because you're hurt. Five of Pentacles is a card of feeling left out in the cold, so maybe your partner feels left out in the cold. Maybe there's a lack of emotional exchange. Okay, there's no love here. There's no passion here. Maybe you got rid of somebody. But I'm sensing that you didn't get rid of somebody. I'm sensing somebody else. If there is a breakup, or if there's like this eclipsing out of you, I'm sensing that it happened to you because there is this sense of regret. There's this lack of communication that you're bringing. And then again, Five of Cups. This is a card of regret. Loss of faith and hope, which is good, because this means you're going to kind of take more of a pragmatic approach to your love life. And you're not kind of relying on this mystical energy, like love feelings. But at the same time, there's no love here. So you either lost it or it's all messed up right now. You're feeling left out in the cold, or your partner's feeling left out in the cold. Now, we have the Three of Wands here, Pisces, and this talks about waiting for the positive results to come. But the thing with this eclipse season, Pisces, is you can't wait. Okay, the work has been done. The actions have been done. The words have been said. And you're not in a place to, especially with your love life, you can't sit back and wait. You can't wait for the messages to come to you. You can't sit here and feel hurt. Okay? You can keep your boundaries up, though. That's very good, and that's very healthy. But you also don't want to be so closed off that love doesn't come. Okay? This is a card of delay and waiting. But the thing is, you got to bring messages. So someone might be coming towards you with messages. This is the Page of Pentacles. They might be slow messages. They might not be exactly what you want. But kind of what you or they are doing here is they're kind of dipping the practicality of each other or the person into this pond of water, which represents emotions in the tarot. So you're kind of mixing or testing how practical is this person? How realistic is their life? How realistic are their messages? And how do I feel about it? You're doing that to them, and they could be doing that to you. Okay, slow analysis of these messages. This represents messages, but slowly coming in. And it could be because your boundaries up. It could be because you're not communicating back. Maybe because you're kind of losing faith and hope in the whole thing. Then we also have the Queen of Swords. So you could be dealing with a air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. The thing with the Queen of Swords, Pisces, is her energy in the tarot is that of like a widow or a widower. She's cold and closed off because she's been hurt a lot. Her heart is like cold, and not because she's being mean, it's because she doesn't want to be hurt. So what she has done with her life is she has closed off her heart, and that's why we always see the snow or the sky, and there's always like cold energy around her, which is a beauty in its own right. But if you look at how she's holding this sword, she's actually cutting herself. She's hurting herself by being so closed off to emotions, by being so caught up in the analysis of everything, in the thoughts, in the ideas. She's so in her head that she's actually holding on to this sword and cutting her hand, and she's not even aware. She doesn't even feel it. Okay? So there's some lessons to be learned here. And that is, your partner or you really needs to open up with emotions. This is also a card of communication. So the way the Queen of Swords operates, because she's so closed off to her emotions, she has and look at her, she's perfect, right? I mean, she's beautiful. She's adorned. Her clothes fit perfectly. Her hair is perfect. Her makeup is perfect. She's perfect. But it's because she's so closed off, she's put all her energy into her progression of her life alone. She may be amazing at her job. She could be the top lawyer or the top doctor in the state or in the country. But she's also very lonely. And the thing with life, and you can look at it any way you want, my view of life anyway, and the way that people read tarot is, what is life without love, without emotions, without sharing? So yeah, you can be perfect. Your partner can be perfect, but what does that even mean? What does that matter if you can't even give and receive emotions? So you might be feeling like this. You may see a very bright future with this person though, okay? She may be at the top of her game in terms of career, and you may see a very stable future with this. But if this is your partner, Pisces, you've got to figure out a way, because again, Pentacles, it's tangibility, it's building stability, material gain. There's still, even though there's happiness here, the happiness is built around the material gain. Where are the emotions? That's the thing with the Pentacles and reaching this level. That's why the 10 of Cups is more happiness than the 10 of Pentacles, because there's actual great emotion involved in the 10 of Cups. Here, it's great safety. It's great stability, which isn't bad. But if you're combining this with being closed off and a lack of love, lack of belief and faith in love, waiting for it, feeling hurt, acting hurt, if you're combining this with those energies, then all you're going to end up with is regret. All you're going to end up is being closed off to emotions. Why don't you act more like a fire sign and go get it? Go talk about it. Force it. Not only is he holding on to everything he's doing in his life, he's actually looking over for what's next. He's like excited about it. And you're sitting here like, or your partner's sitting here like, I don't know, I don't want to talk about it. This is too stressful. I don't want to talk about emotions. And this guy's like, I want to talk about everything. Okay? Think about it. Think about it. Eclipse season is upon us, Pisces. It looks like you're feeling it. Or are you? All right, what are the additional messages? Clarifying messages for Pisces for this reading. What are the clarifying messages for Pisces? Clarifying messages for Pisces. This personality too, she's talkative, very smart, talks about everything under the sun. But there is a coldness, there's a loneliness, there's a lack of giving emotions. That could be you, that could be your partner. It could just be how you're feeling. I don't know. Clarifying messages for Pisces love life. Pisces, Queen of Pentacles. The key term that identifies identifies the Queen of Pentacles is generosity. So when she's upside down, she's either not in a place to be generous, she's not feeling like being generous, or she's not. She's could also not be in a place in her life to really open up and be generous. So she too may be closed off. You very well could be dealing with an earth sign or an air sign. Pisces, let's look at what's going on here. Seven of Swords. This is a card of sneaky deceit, lies. Okay? What's going on in your love life? Maybe your partner's closed off because they don't trust you as far as they can throw you. Maybe you're being closed off because you don't trust your partner as far as you can throw them. There's lack of communication all over the place. We have the Knight of Swords reversed. The good news is no one's making any rash decisions. That's good. This is healthy. Everybody's holding back. But at the same time, because of that, there's no love being moving forward. Five of Pentacles. Being topped off with the Knight of Wands. No action. So somebody's sitting here having a pity party and no one's willing to do anything about it. Knight of Swords, air energy, excited to conquer the world every single day. Not excited to do anything, not willing to do anything. Maybe out of spite. Maybe out of spite. Apathy, complete apathy to love. It's being offered to you all over the place and you or your partner's like, I don't care, man. I just don't care. I'm not feeling it. I'm waiting, but I'm not. I'm waiting for it. It's actually being offered, but I'm still not taking it. Why? Out of spite? Is it not exactly what you wanted? Pisces, what's going on? Maybe you're not trusting your partner and they're coming to you with love offers and you're like, I don't know. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Five of Swords. The good thing about this card being reversed is there's not a battle. The battle, it's ended. There's still the aftermath. Okay? There's still the remembering of something that was very cutting. A fight, words, actions, lack of action. There's still this memory of it, but it's not like current. Somebody's not being trustworthy though. Somebody is not being trustworthy. And you're sensing it. You're the most intuitive sign in all of the zodiac, Pisces. So you're very aware. Your partners also could be feeling these things about you. They could be very aware. And they know there's a decision that has to be made. There's discussions that have to be had. But there's this unwillingness. Look, he's walking away. These are the discussions. These are the options. These are the choices. It's very emotional. There's a lot of water here and it's rough water. But he's not even wanting to deal with that right now. How are you supposed to eclipse things in if you can't even eclipse things out? There's something from the past or somebody from the past. They are in the past. They're in the past. Maybe because of this. Okay, no, there's no messages being exchanged. If you could be seeing other people, but there's this looming energy of something big from your past, but you gotta let it go, Pisces. Okay? Or your partner does. Maybe they're not over their ex. But you guys have got to clear this out. You've got to clear this out. Ace of Cups reversed. You could be hung up on a past love, which means no new love is allowed to come in because of that. Or there's just no new love. There's no excitement. There's no giving of love. This could be. Because of this, you're getting drained and you have your defenses down. This is a good thing. Your defenses are needing to come down. This is a heavy reading, Pisces. At least there will be happiness. Will it be completely fulfilling? I don't know. That's for you to decide. There is promise of future here. This is a beautiful card. But again, the cups are reversed in it. Are you staying with someone because of money? Because there's no love there. Are they staying with you because of money? Because there's no love there. It's cold. The emotions of the past, they're not there. Okay? Oh, Pisces. What are the overview messages for Pisces? Leave your comments below because I'm curious about this. I cannot imagine that this really is going to resonate with all of you because I just can't. If you're in a committed bond, there's communication that needs to happen and one or both of you need to work together to warm it up. If you're in a committed bond, there's still this mistrust. Somebody's boundaries are wound too tight. It's causing mistrust. The thing is, though, love is being offered. It's like you're not taking it. Why? Why, Pisces? What are the overview messages for Pisces? This decision, it's got to be made. This discussion, it's got to be had. Okay, this is more of a decision than a discussion, but it can involve words because there's swords. You're ignoring it because it's emotional. They're ignoring it because it's emotional. They don't like emotions. They don't live in that realm like you do. Overview messages for Pisces. There may be some light at the end of the tunnel. Let's see. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. You're not feeling like things are working in your favor. Things are coming so slowly. I like the Knight of Pentacles though, because at least it is action, but it's slow. It's very slow action. You or your partner may have been hurt, so you're deciding to take things really slow. But the thing is if that's been decided, it definitely hasn't been communicated, and one person doesn't know that. And so it's causing all this other stuff. Like, you've got to communicate, or your partner's got to communicate. Hey, I'm really into you, but we've got to take this slow. The Knight of Pentacles. This is a beautiful energy. Okay? It's consistent. It's motivated. It's determined, but it is slow progress. He's climbing this mountain one step at a time and taking breaks. Yes, he's enjoying the sunset. That's good. But, I mean, man, is he ever going to get to the top? And the reason why I say this is so slow is, one, this card does mean slow action. But two, the Chariot reversed means, one, a decision hasn't been made and you're not moving anywhere. Directed action. No action, no direction. What are you doing in your love life, Pisces? What are you doing in your love life? What are you doing with your partner? What is your partner doing with you? What are they doing in their love life? Okay? This is your card. The Hanged Man is the card of Pisces. Okay. So this means delay, waiting, looking for answers. living in that emotional, mystical realm of like, oh, I've got to feel it out first. I got to make sure I feel right before I take an action. Pisces miss a lot of opportunities. And I'm saying this from experience. This obviously doesn't have to apply to all of you, but the reason why this card is Pisces is because sometimes they wait a little bit too long and they miss opportunities because they're looking for signs from the universe or this feeling that they get that it's go time, and then the opportunity is already passed. That's the reason why this is the card of Pisces. Okay, so don't take offense to it. But the good news is, Pisces, this month, at some point in this month, you're going to decide to start taking action. Or maybe this is you. The overview is maybe this is advice. Like, you've got to start taking action. You've got to make decisions. You've got to move forward. It cannot be this slow. Okay? Leave your comments below, and your weeklies are posted, your 6 months are posted, so watch those, and stay tuned for next week. All right, bye.